Hey, it's good to sit down with you like this. Life moves so fast these days. Deadlines, notifications, endless to-do lists. But every now and then I catch myself thinking, what actually keeps my heart steady? What moments make me feel most like me? For me, it's always been the hobbies. Not the big, impressive achievements, just these quiet, personal things I return to again and again. They're like old friends who never judge, who are always happy to see me exactly as I am. Today, I thought I'd tell you about them. Not in a polished, perfect way, just honestly. Maybe while you listen, you'll think about your own little joys too. Because I really believe everyone has them, even if they've been tucked away for a while. Let's start with cricket. I've loved cricket since I was small enough to hold a plastic bat bigger than me. There's something about the sound of leather on willow, talk, that still gives me goosebumps. When I play, even in our local park with friends who aren't exactly professionals, everything else disappears. It's just the ball coming towards you, the decision in that split second. Should I drive? Should I defend? Should I leave it? And then the sweet feeling when it connects right. But honestly, watching is almost as good. I remember the 2019 World Cup semifinal, India versus New Zealand. I was alone in my room, biting my nails, shouting at the screen like the players could hear me. When Rohit got out so early, I actually groaned out loud. And yet, even in the heartbreak of losing, there was this strange beauty in how hard everyone fought. That's what I love most, the spirit. Teammates lifting each other, strangers in the crowd hugging after a six, the way a whole country can hold its breath together. Cricket reminds me that individual brilliance matters, but so does showing up for each other. I carry that lesson off the field too. Then there are books. God, where do I even begin? Reading is like opening a tiny door in my head and stepping into someone else's life for a few hours. Doesn't matter if it's a thriller that keeps me up past midnight or a gentle novel about ordinary people falling in love with ordinary things. I remember the first time I read The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern. I was curled on the couch during a rainy weekend, and when I finished the last page, I just sat there, quiet. Not sad, not happy, just full, like the story had left something warm inside my chest. Other times, it's nonfiction, a memoir about grief, or a book about astrophysics written so clearly that suddenly the universe feels a little less overwhelming. Books teach me empathy in the kindest way possible. I get to be a woman raising 3 kids in 1960s London, or a boy running through the mountains of Afghanistan, or an old man remembering his first love. And when I close the cover, I understand people around me a tiny bit better. Maybe I'm a little softer with the cashier who looks tired, or the friend who's struggling to explain what they feel. Reading doesn't fix everything, but it makes me want to be kinder. And that feels like a small, important victory. Next is writing. And this one's more private, almost sacred. Some mornings I wake up with my head so full of thoughts, half-formed worries, random memories, things I'm grateful for but haven't said out loud. So I grab my notebook. Yes, I'm still old school with pen and paper, and just let it spill. There's no pressure to make it beautiful. It's messy, it's honest, sometimes it's just a list. The smell of rain on concrete, the way my mom laughs when she's teasing dad, that one song that always makes me cry for no reason. Other times I try to shape something, a short story about 2 strangers sharing an umbrella in a storm, or a letter I'll never send. The act of putting words down feels cathartic, like I'm untangling a knot inside me, one sentence at a time. I've learned that writing isn't really about the final product. It's about giving my inner world permission to exist. And strangely, the more I let those thoughts breathe on the page, the lighter I feel in real life. Now, YouTube. This one snuck up on me. At first, I was just watching. Cooking channels when I felt lazy, travel vlogs when I wanted to dream, random guys fixing old cameras or restoring